and welcome to the Morning Exhale. I'm Stephanie Gaines-Bryant. Let's exhale this morning with our hands. So what I want you to do is ball your fists, and we're going to circle your wrists. Pause, then circle in the other direction. Now let's open. Really spread your fingers wide. Close, open, close, open, and close. Very good. Let's turn your head to the right and gently tilt your chin down towards your shoulder. Inhale, lift your head up. Exhale, bring it back to center. Let's turn to the other side. Gently lower your chin towards your shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale, bring your head back to center. Let's make some circles with your torso. We're just bringing movement to the hips and the spine. The next time your torso is facing forward, pause and circle in the other direction. Now let's stretch your legs out this morning. Bringing your hands behind you, pressing out with your heels, point your toes, heels, toes, come back to heels, lift up your right leg, just circle your foot. Pause, circle in the other direction. Now we're just going to take your right leg, bring it across the left leg. Lengthen up, hinge forward, touching either your shins, ankles, or toes. Let your head relax. Breathe. Inhale, sitting up. We're going to uncross, do the other side. Lift up your leg, circle your foot. Pause, circle in the other direction. Now we're crossing the left leg over the right leg, lengthen up, hinge forward, touching either your shins, ankles, or toes. Breathe. Inhale, sitting up. Let's bring the soles of your feet to the floor this morning. We're either pointing your fingertips towards your backside or you're bringing your fingertips away from your backside, whichever one is most comfortable for you. You can step your heels in maybe a ½ inch closer to your backside. Press into your palms, press into your feet, lifting up your hips. Then gently let your hips lower down to the mat. Bring the soles of your feet together for Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. And if this isn't comfortable for your thighs, you can always take your blocks and bring your blocks underneath your thighs. So let's sit up nice and tall, paying attention to your posture. Draw your navel in toward your spine, lengthen up. We're rounding forward, using your hands to cup your feet. Inhale, sitting up. Now we're going to take one of these blocks, bring the soles of your feet to the floor. We're taking one of these blocks and we're bringing the block in between your knees, lean back, coming into upward boat. Then we're going to roll on down to your back. Take the block now and let's bring the block in between your feet. You're pressing your heels to the ceiling, arms are down by your side. And we're just going to make a circle. Act like there's a quarter on the ceiling and you're circling that quarter. Pause, circle in the other direction. Very good. Bend into your knees. Bring the soles of your feet down to the floor. Remove the block. Now we're going to take that block and we're bringing that block in between your knees. Arms are down by your side. Arms are close in. On an inhale, scoop up your hips. Exhale, release your hips down. Inhale, scoop up your hips. Exhale, release your hips down. Inhale, scoop up your hips. Exhale, release your hips down. Now we're going to grab the other block and we're bringing your arms up and overhead. So on an inhale, you're lifting your arms, lift your hips. Exhale, release your arms, release your hips. Inhale, lifting up your arms, lift up your hips. Exhale, release your arms, release your hips. One more time. Inhale, lifting up your arms, lift up your hips. Exhale, release your arms, release your hips. Let's put the blocks to the side. We're going to stretch both legs out. Bring your right arm up and overhead. We're going to roll over onto your right side. Let's take your top hand. Use that hand to push you into a more upright position. We're going to stretch that bottom leg out. Bring your top foot in front of your bottom leg. Lift up your bottom leg, circle forward. Pause, circle back. Then release. Let's stack one knee on top of the other, getting ready for clamshells. Use your hand to grip your hip. We're just lifting and lowering your knee. Very good. Now let's take your top hand, touching the top of your foot. Draw your heel in towards your backside. Lift your chest, arch your back. Now let's lower your knee inside the other knee. Release your hand from your foot. Bring your body around into a low twist. Let's use your top hand to press you back up to center, and we're going to move on to the other side. We're bringing your forearm down, and we're stretching out your bottom leg. Bring your top foot in front of your bottom leg. Lift up your bottom leg, circle forward. Pause, circle back. And release. Let's draw both knees into your chest. Use your hand to grip your hip coming into clamshells. We're lifting and lowering your top knee. Use your hand to touch the top of your foot. Drawing your heel in towards your backside, lift your chest, arch your back. Let's lower your knee inside the other knee, release your hand from your foot, and we're bringing your body around into a low twist. Flip over onto your belly. Uncurl your toes, palms come next to your chest, elbows hugged in, pressing into your palms, lifting all the way up to upward dog. Now let's press into your knees, coming into table pose. Pressing your palms into the mat, Let's round your back, chin to chest. Drop your tailbone for cat. Inhale your head up. Drop your abdomen down. Lift your tailbone for cow. So let's do a couple of cat and cows at your own pace. Just lifting and lowering in a way that feels good to your spine. Come to a neutral spine. Let's bring your knees together. You're going to lower your knees or down to the left, looking over your right shoulder. Come back to center, lower down to the other side, looking over your shoulder. Come back to center. With your knees together, I want you to lift up your right knee. Then we're going to lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, and lower. The next time you lift up your right knee, can you stretch your leg out to the side? Then we're taking your right leg. Bring it across the left leg. The top of your foot comes down, slide back. Use your hands to pull you back up into table pose, and let's do the other side. You're lifting up your left knee, lower, lift, lower, lift, and lower. The next time you lift up your knee, can you stretch your left leg out to the side? We're taking your left leg, bring it all the way across the right leg. The top of your foot comes down. Slide back. Use your hands to pull you back up into table pose, and we're going to grab your blocks. You can use the tall section or the short section, whichever one works best for you, or you may not need blocks at all. Let's take your right foot. Bring it in between the blocks and inhale your arms all the way up to V position. Let's take your left hand, bring it to the outside of your right knee. We're coming into a side stretch. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, stretching your arm out in front of you. Look at your thumb. Let your thumb guide you to the back of the room. Let your thumb guide you to the front of the room. Release your hands down. Let's do some seesaws. You're moving your knee forward, then back, forward, back, forward, and back. Let's bring your knee to a neutral position, and then we're going to slide your right foot back. This time, let's bring your left foot in between the blocks. Inhale your arms all the way up to V position. Take your right hand, bring it to the outside of your left knee, coming into a side stretch. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, bring your arm forward. Look at your thumb. Let your thumb guide you to the back of the room. Let your thumb guide you to the front of the room. And release. Now we're going to get ready for some seesaws. We're moving your left knee forward, then back, forward, back, forward, then back. Bring your knee to a neutral position. We're curling those back toes under and lift up your knee. Let's step your back foot forward. We're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time. letting your head be the very last thing to come up to center. Now let's roll your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Let's separate your feet. And let's begin by pivoting your right foot forward, bend into your knee, bring that big back toe in just about an inch or so. Then we're stretching your arms out to the side for side warrior. Breathe. Let's drop your back arm down, lift up your top arm for reverse warrior. Now let's come back into side warrior. Now we're going to bring that back arm forward. We're going to square your hips now towards the front of the mat. Bring that big back toe in. Bend at the elbows. We're dropping your left elbow down. Bring your right elbow over, coming into eagle arms. Let's exhale forward. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale forward. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale forward. Inhale, lifting up. Release. Straighten out that front leg. Pivot forward. And let's pivot in the other direction. Bring that big back toe in just about an inch or so. Square your hips to the side. Stretching your arms out to the side. Then we're going to drop that back arm down. Lift the top arm up. Coming into reverse warrior. Breathe. Come back to side warrior pose. We're going to bring your back arm forward. Let's square your hips to the front of the room. You may have to bring that big toe in just a little bit further. Arms in front of you, bend at the elbows, dropping your right elbow down. Bring the left elbow over, coming into eagle arms. Let's exhale forward. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale forward. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale forward. Inhale, lifting up. Release. Uncross. Pivot forward. Now we're going to turn your toes out. We're bending into your knees. Can you stretch your arms out to the side? Inhale, we're going to straighten your legs, palms together, and open up your arms to the sky. Exhale, palms together, soft knees. Stretch your arms out to the side. Then inhale, palms together, straight legs, opening up your arms to the sky. Let's do that one more time. Exhale, palms together, bend your knees, stretch your arms out to the side. Then inhale, coming up, palms together, opening up to the sky. Let's bring your palms together one more time, soft knees, fold forward, bringing your forearms down just above your knees. On an exhale, lower deeper into the squat. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, we're lifting all the way up. Turn your toes forward. We're going to take your left hand, touch your big right toe, lifting up your right arm. Then release. We're going to walk to the other side. Right hand touches left toe. Lift up your left arm. Then release. Let's walk yourself around so that your hands are framing your left foot, and we're lowering your right knee down to the mat, and we're sliding your left foot back. Now let's swing around. We're coming into a seated position, stretching your legs out. Breathe. Let's bring your hands behind you. Your fingertips are pointing towards your backside. I want you to point your toes, and I want you to imagine rolling your thighs in one towards the other. Press into your palms, press into your heels, lifting up your hips. Then release. We're lowering your body back down to the mat. I want you to bend your left knee. We're going to take your left foot, bring it across your right leg. Then we're using your right arm to hug your knee. Bring your left palm directly behind you, looking over your shoulder. Exhale, untwist. You've got your ankle just above your knee. I want you to lift up your foot, cradle your knee, and we're gently rocking back and forth. Let's stretch your left leg out and do the other side. We're bending into your right knee, and we're going to bring that foot just across your leg, using your left arm to hug your knee. Bring your right palm directly behind you, looking over your shoulder. Exhale, untwist. Let's bring the soles of both feet to the floor. Bring your hands behind you. Lower your knees to the left. Come back to center. Lower to the right. Come back to center. Lower to the left, and we're going to sweep your right arm up and overhead. Then exhale, release. Let's move to the other side. Sweeping your left arm up and overhead. Then release. Very good. Let's stretch both legs out. Pressing out with your heels. Bringing your right elbow to the inside of your knee. Hook your big toe. Lift the left arm up and overhead. Then drop that left arm down and circle around. Pause. Circle in the other direction. And release. Let's do the other side. Elbow comes to the inside of your knee. Hook your big toe. Lift the opposite arm up and overhead. Let's drop that arm down and circle around. Circle in the other direction. And release. Let's release your arms down. Bring your legs together into Sukhasana, where you're crossing your ankles. And let's bring your hands to your knees, either palms down or palms up. We're slowing it down now. Let's take in a nice full breath. Pause. Then exhale. Release. Inhale. Pause. And release. Let's do that once more. Inhale. Pause. Then exhale. Release. Imagine sitting alone, just watching the breath flow in and out. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Your hands are free. Your legs are free. Just monitoring the breath as it flows in and out. Notice your thoughts. Notice your breath. as it flows in and out. Also know that right now, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Whatever your worries, whatever your concerns, it's all in divine order. It's all exactly how it's supposed to be. Ponder those thoughts as you breathe in and out. Then let's begin bringing your awareness back into the room, bringing small movements to your toes and your fingers, nodding your head right and left, turning your head to the right and gently lower your chin towards your shoulder. Inhale your head up. Bring it back to center. Turn your head to the other side. Just gently lower your chin towards your shoulder. Inhale your head up. Bring your head back to center. Let's inhale your shoulders forward and up. Exhale back and down. Stretch your arms out. Inhale all the way up. Palms together. Let's all exhale with a sigh. Ah. Stretch your arms out. Inhale all the way up. Palms together. I want to hear you this time. Exhale with a sigh. Ah. May the light in me see the light in each one of you. It is always a pleasure teaching this class. Namaste. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for joining us for the morning exhale. I'm Stephanie Gaines-Bryant.